Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. Hold on. Is this what we're doing? Okay. I am Aditi. And this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum. And so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Let's. Here we go. Nine of Wind. Already with the beating oneself up. The beating up of self. Yeah, this is me at my most masochistic. Bill, it's your baby. Oh, and I know I just swallowed that water right in your ears. I apologize for that, collective. I know how distracting that is. Eight of Wind, Nine of Water. Eight of Fire, Three of Water, and Four of Water. Check the viewfinder. Make sure everything is kosher. Bring that up a little bit. Bring that up a little bit. Bring these in so that you can see it all. Okay. All right. So first up, there is some self-doubt happening. Could be that manifestations are not materializing as quickly as you would like for them to, or you, and because of that, you think that you're doing something wrong. Maybe there may be some limiting beliefs about your own personal power, and you could just think that, you know what, shit is fine just where it is, and I don't want to change anything. But you, and like, while the Nine of Cups is okay, it's not bad. It's a good place to be, but it's not the final resting place. You feel me? Like, it's not your final resting place. Eight of Fire, Three of Water, and Four of Water. You may find yourself growing weary of this comfort level. It's like a struggle with oneself between choosing to be great and chilling right where you are. One of Fire, there's a passion inside of you that simply will not be denied. With the universe and the moon, yeah, you think that things are fine just like this, but you know that you know in the deepest parts of you that there's something more to come. You just don't know what it is or where it is, right? Empress, One of Water, and the Sun. You don't know what it is or where it is, but you also have this gnawing of greatness at you, right? It's like, you know that you're built for more than this, but you don't know how to be more than this. You don't know what's going to happen at the end of this cycle, right? But there is a promotion here. You're going to be happy. Once you go through this transition, you'll see why it had to happen the way that it did, but you're going to be pleased with the results. All of the questions are going to actually become answered, right? Like, you don't know where this, it's like, oh geez. Yeah, it's like it's always darkest before the dawn, but the dawn is here, okay? Two of Fire, Father of Wind, Sister of Water, Emperor, Six of Earth, and Four of Fire. Okay, y'all saw me shuffle these. Y'all saw me shuffle them. I'm going to do it again, just cause. But you see me shuffling. But a lot of these cards have been coming up for the last 3 days, you know? Now, once you have gone through this transformation, this metamorphosis, there are going to be people around you who would have wanted you to stay in that position of self-doubt, in that place where you played yourself small. You didn't give yourself credit for who you are, what you know, and what your assignment is. And those people that want to keep you in that position are benefiting from you not knowing who TF you are. Somebody's going to be disappointed. Okay? You got this Two of Fire here. Baby, shit ain't going to be the same after this. Okay? It's not. And that's just that. It's like, 2020, stuff did not go back to the way that it was. And you know what? I'm glad it didn't. Because what we were doing was partying right through borrowed time. However you want to slice it. There was no way that we could have continued on as a species going the way that we were going before quarantine. And we have been forever changed as a result of going through the quarantine. Two of Fire. You're going to have to make some really difficult and final decisions with the Father of Wind and the Sister of Water. And this is not something that you take lightly. When you not only because these decisions that you're making affect more than just you with the Emperor, but you also want to be just in your decisions, right? With the Six of Earth, you want to make sure that these things are balanced and that you are moving and making decisions from a position of security as opposed to a position of lack. Sister of Earth, Mother Earth, okay. Well, that's this way. Three of Wind, Wheel of Fortune, Hermit, and Five of Fire. Right. These decisions, you are looking at your own resources, your own bottom line. You may be looking at your career and weighing whether or not what you are doing in your career and what you're being paid to do what you do, you want to make sure that it's actually being equitable. Now, we can say that, well, we were supposed to be spiritually minded, so on and so forth, and that we're not supposed to worry about money. But we are actually operating in this time and space continuum. We are here in planet Earth in 2023 in America, right? This is where we are in linear time. And you know what? There's an economic system here. And there's money involved. Okay? There's nowhere in the rule book that says because you are on your spiritual path, that means that you have to be destitute or live by the skin of your teeth while you are walking through your purpose. Understanding that that is simply not the case and that you have been lied to in the name of your spirituality, in the name of your path. Once you realize that that is just a bunch of hooey, you really start looking and making some difficult decisions. I might like what I do, but it doesn't pay enough. Let me see if I can get the skills necessary to be paid what I want to be paid and still do the things that I actually want to do for a vocation. What if I could actually monetize my spiritual gifts, not whore them out. That's different. But you can walk in purpose. You can be in purpose and still earn a living. Okay. Sister and Mother of Earth are right here with that. And this Three of Wind is doing away with that whole school of thought that says that you need to be broke if you're going to be holy. You don't. You don't. Gosh, you don't need to do that. Now, you may have times of lack so that you can learn valuable lessons about who you are and what you place worth on. Come on, Spirit. But you ain't got to go through all this shit broke all the fucking time. Understanding that and then walking in it is going to take a lot of inner work. And it's not going to be easy. And you're going to, when you're going through, and if you do, if this is your path, if this is your message, as you learn how to come to grips with the fact that both of these can be true at the same time, that you can be spiritual and comfortable financially at the same time, there's going to be a lot of anger. There's going to be a mourning period that comes along with that. Anytime we're going through a paradigm shift, there's going to be mourning, right? So you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, and the Five of Fire. This new timeline that is coming in for you, you can feel it getting closer and closer. The things that are happening in your heart, the way that you are speaking, the way that you're moving is starting to change, right? The lessons that you learned when you were in your quiet time. If we're talking during quarantine, those hard lessons, if you did the work, those hard lessons that you had to come to grips with, that you had to struggle with in the privacy of your own cage, yeah, we're starting to come out of that. And the Wheel of Fortune is right here, right on time, so that you can continue to move forward with these lessons that you've learned into your time of plenty. Come on, Spirit, come through, baby. All right. So we've got the Tower, Mother of Fire, Six of Fire, Sister of Fire, good gravy, Hierophant, and the Hangman. Okay, here's that paradigm shift right here with the Tower. Oh, stop the world and let me off. Yeah. This is some, look, shit ain't gonna be the same. Not never again. Give me my jacket. I already know what you're trying to do. Give it here. Yup. Oh, you mad? Give me my jacket. I love you, but give me my jacket. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling this new attitude, this new life. I heard a reader say that your life is going to be completely different this time next year. And you know what? I receive it. Because there are a lot of things that I'm seeing that are showing up repeatedly, a lot of lessons that I'm learning in my own life that I'm just like, you know, getting real sick of my shit, Dave, and changing it. These last 3-4 years have been me getting real sick of my shit and making some changes. And after a while, I'm going to be a completely different creature. Better, but definitely different, right? So this tower coming in now makes a lot of sense. You can either jump off the tower or you can be thrown off, but the tower is going to tower regardless. All right. We've got the Mother of Fire and the Six of Fire here. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. You've done a lot of work, cried a lot of tears, and thrown a lot of shit. But you know what? You're coming out on top. this tower here and the way that it has played itself out, you're coming out on top. No question about it. All right. And you are willing to defend, fight hard, and defend the lessons that you've learned through all of this. Right? After a while, if you are in the midst of your transformation and you struggle with how to turn things loose, all right, Sister Fire is here to help you with that. You don't need to hang on to every little thing for the sake of hanging on to every little thing. There are some things that are meant to be with you for a time, and then you have to release it so that you make room for what's to come. Sister of Fire is helpful with that. And then the Hierophant right behind that with providing insight and providing there's insight, but there's something else. He's giving advice on how to let things go, because it is the holy thing to do. How to let things go because it's the holy thing to... Jesus. Okay. Because it's the holy thing to do. My word. Because like Sister of Fire talks about the physicality of a thing, right? But the Hierophant takes it a little deeper than that and shows you how to reconcile, how to reconcile letting things go that you held dear and turning it loose and leaving it for the next one. All right, because the Hanged Man provides additional insight on not just letting things go, but also knowing when to turn things loose. Sometimes this release doesn't happen when you think it's going to happen. It may happen sooner and it may happen later. You never know. But the Hanged Man is at peace where he is right now, knowing that these things can change in an instant. Knowing that things can change in an instant with death. 5 of wind. Whoops. 2 of wind. 3 of fire. 10 of earth. And strength. Knowing that things can change in an instant. You got to let it go. You can't take it with you with death. You can't take it with you. Death is here. Death is here. And it's gentle. Gentle, I say. The same way that you can only have your favorite meal for the first time once. And even if you have it repeatedly, it will never be the same. You also will not be the same. You're going to receive pushback. You're going to want to resist it. 5 of wind and 2 of wind. You want to say, well, if I don't make the decision and the decision never gets made. But no, that's not the case. Because this Wheel of Fortune is always turning. It is forever in motion. And notice how this Wheel of Fortune is actually moving in a spiral. Like we are moving in a corkscrew through time and space. We never stay still. So if this earth doesn't stay still, and if our solar system doesn't stay still, and if our galaxy doesn't stay still, why on earth would you think that you refusing to make a decision about your own transformation is going to stop anything? Your choice is whether or not you move forward and evolve, or evolution happens to you. But motion will happen. 3 of fire, promises will come in. 10 of earth, your great work, your purpose will be met. You will see it through. And you will merge who you are with who you were, with who you are going to be. You will see this power in your lifetime. One way or another. It's either going to work for you or you will work against it. But your power is inevitable. All right, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. I will see you next time. Bye now.